How can the baby breathe if the vagina is underwater? Should the women keep the vagina above water so that the baby can breathe through the vagina? Lady just trying to enjoy a day at the beach. Some guy gonna come and run at her saying, "You're killing it! You're drowning the baby!" Hello, yes, thank you, yes. Thank you, good to be back. I wanted to take a couple of days off. My last video didn't do as well as expected, and so it was like, what's wrong with me? It's okay. There are days we have our ups, there are days we have our downs. I'm assuming that you guys miss the incel content. I'm gonna get back to that. I've heard you loud and clear, okay? We're getting back into what you're here for. I'm sorry for the derailment. I'm sorry for the honesty. I'm sorry for the truth. Because nobody wants to hear it. But that's okay. Some people cannot handle the truth. You do you. How have you guys been? How are all of you? Hopefully okay, better than me. Hopefully better than me. Welcome back to my channel.
Wow.
And welcome to episode 5 of Closeted Thoughts. Anywho, it's been a while since I've done this. Since I've been shitting on people. It's gonna be fun. Let's just ignore the fact that 2/3 of the men do not pay their child support. No, honey, that money daddy sends every month is only called child support. That's mommy's fun money. Maybe you can get a new coat next year. I have nothing to say to this. I don't even want to argue with this. Like, this is just tiresome. What is this? No. Just no. Women should be quiet, keepers at home, doing dishes, laundry, ironing, etc. Submissive to husbands. Silent in church. Caretakers of children, modestly dressed. Read Bible for details. I don't even want to read those out. I don't want to bother. Absolute cringe. What? Quiet? Silent in church. Why can't I be loud at church? What are the ladies to do? You know, the aunties in the back who go, "Yes, Lord, yes." What are they to do? To keep quiet? They can't enjoy church the way they want to? Submissive to husbands. I mean, most of us are already quiet enough. How much quieter do you want us to be? Do you just not want us to talk at all? Do you not want us to speak our mind? Yes and no are the only things that we're meant to say out here? Well, why did God give us a brain then? Please tell me. Why did God give us a brain if we were meant to be silent and submissive? Maybe it was just an accident. Maybe we were meant to be brainless. Why do women have brains if we were meant to be submissive? Because it would have been much easier for God to have just given us potatoes. Just a bunch of mashed potatoes in here for us to, not function. So we don't have to feel this pain. If this was the life that we were meant to have. Because if he is intentionally making us feel pain, there's a problem with that. Why would he do that? Why would an all-loving God make us intentionally feel pain? Well, I guess that explains some of it. Warning, wearing yoga pants may lead to lesbianism. If that was true, all of my cousins would be lesbians because we love yoga pants and we all have boyfriends, so that's all I got for y'all. Wearing yoga pants may lead to lesbianism. This is fucking great. I love it. DM about the post where women said they were repulsed by Andrew Tate. Yeep, you are right. Most women want Andrew Tate. It's not joke or troll. I can already tell this is gonna be a little hard to read, as most of these are. Look at his DMs and followers of women, they are straight 10s. Look at his videos, bunch of hot sexy bitches around him all the time. Beautiful woman loves Andrew Tate, it's just blue-haired women and Reddit social rejects. Women hates him. Facts don't care about your feelings, by the way. We all want Andrew Tate, yes. We want the man who constantly berates women.
I'm surrounded by morons.
They are more than likely getting paid, and paying somebody to be around you is not true company. Those people don't care about you, don't give a shit about you. As soon as the money runs out, they are gone. Therefore, your relationship is not a relationship, it's a transaction. You pay them to be around you. They don't really like you. They like your money, okay? I mean, if that's okay to you, then I mean, I don't know, go for it, buddy, and get rich so that you can have a bunch of not meaningful relationships with these people around you, because money is all that matters to you. Go off. Do his facts not care that the man is literally in prison? I can pretty much guarantee he thinks he's being falsely targeted and that Tate is innocent, even when Tate has been pretty upfront with his crimes. Pretty sure that the women in his videos are paid. That's what I was just saying. They don't actually like him. They need the money. I guess he's paying them well. We might give him that, or maybe they're paying them the bare minimum and they have no choice to work for Andrew Tate. I don't fucking know. All I'm saying is they are here for the money. They don't give a shit about him or his character or his alpha status. They just want your money. They aren't there because they want to bang Tate. They are there because they correctly understand that men who follow Tate will pay for sex online. The people likely to bash porn stars and the adult industry often tend to pay for that shit. It's telling. It's quite telling. You are telling on yourself. I'm just saying. Survival instinct, jungle settings. Wow, why do women expect guys to fuck for a little longer? Thought women don't like sex. Who told you that? Women don't like sex? The real truth is, women like sex more than men, but are wired to fight the dominant seed because of survival instinct. Jungle setting. What? See, I have to read these over because most of them are so horribly grammatically incorrect that I need to process. I need to read. No, it's like translating. I am translating from incel into English. What? Find the dumb. See? Okay, you know what? If y'all understand what he's saying, let me know in the comments. How about that? Because I ain't gonna waste my time on this one. If you're talking and nobody understands you, maybe you're the problem. Maybe you're not speaking in a way that reaches your audience. I switched off my jungle settings years ago, so now I only date beta sims who are, gasp, actually nice to me and pleasant to be around. I think it's more important that people like you and like being around you versus you being an asshole and trying to be dominant over everybody around you. So that doesn't sound like a fun person to be around. You are superior to me? I'm good. I'm not interested. It doesn't matter if it's racism or not. Just in general, if you think that you are a better person than me. Maybe you are, but it goes without saying, to be honest. If you are, then it would show. You don't have to be telling me that you're a better person than me if you're actually a better person than me. I still have it on. Every day I get the urge to swing from vines and eat exotic lizards. Jungle setting instincts got me acting up. Just make sure to yell out while beating your chest. Go full Tarzan mode. Ow. Oh, it's supposed to hurt my knuckles. I've been out of shape, I'm not gonna lie. It's been a while since I've actually had a full-blown 30-minute workout. If anybody's gonna be fat shaming, it's not me. It's not me. Sorry. My survival instinct tells me to get the fudge away from guys like him. Fellows, if your girl doesn't like to have sex with you, you are doing it wrong. Unless she's asexual, Apart from that case, she probably just doesn't like you, and then you might want to figure that out. Sexual attraction can only happen in one specific way. Why is my throat so dry? Un momento. A girl can only get horny for you if you have a stronger frame than her. Think of this like a mathematical equation. There's no getting around it, no cheating it, no short-circuiting it. It is an immutable law. Ow. Ow. I keep biting my cheek, the inside of my cheek. Women want to submit to you. They want to submit to a strong man, but she can't submit to you if your frame is weaker than hers. Physiologically, girls can't even become wet for a guy who has a weaker frame than they do. It's literally impossible. The guy who wrote this has a smaller frame than he'd like, but he's an asshole. So he blames his frame instead of just taking responsibility for his actions. I don't know. Nobody's gonna reject you on frame alone. Girls date skinny guys all the time. Short men got game, believe it or not. There are some short men who are doing pretty good out there in the field. It's all about how you treat people. People are gonna remember how you made them feel. Whether that was uncomfortable, they liked being around you, you made them laugh, if you treated them like shit, people are gonna remember how you made them feel. Frame has nothing to do with it. Nothing. Physiologically, no one can become wet for guys who post shit like this. It's literally impossible. I can't disagree with that. Anybody with a brain would find this guy undesirable. Why is it always men absolutely nobody is horny for who want to tell other men how to be desirable? It's like just pearly things. She literally is everything she says not to be. They're calling themselves out. It's telling. How you treat others reflects how you are as a person. You could lie about it, but I mean, at the end of the day, if you're helping people, you're helping people. Just don't be an asshole. It's not that hard. It's really not that hard, you would think. Because his mommy told him he's a perfect prince, and his daddy told him he's a real man everyone is jealous of. And of course, he believed them. Maybe he was spoiled. This is why we don't spoil our kids. This is why we just don't have kids. We already have enough of them. If you can't parent, then don't parent. Just it's as simple as that. If you can't parent, don't parent. Just don't even attempt it at all. Spare us all the suffering, because then that miserable kid is gonna come back and add to the more misery on this planet. Thanks for your contribution, folks. Society told you to have children and you did. And you made it worse for all of us. Turning down a perfectly good hot dog on the ground. It's stupid when girls say they can't find a guy, yet they ignore me. It's like saying you're hungry when there's a hot dog on the ground outside. Okay, maybe if I was starving. See, you're not supposed to say you're hungry, you're supposed to say starving. Would have made this a better talking point, because I can be hungry, but I can go a couple hours without eating other people to get home or to go to restaurants, cook up something. Who's gonna go outside and eat a hot dog on the ground? Especially if you live in a city. Like, ew. I'm just asking for a disease or something. You gotta be homeless, starving to be that hungry. Yet they ignore me. Like, maybe you suck, bro. It's the entitlement for me. Yes, we should all treat each other with respect, but at the end of the day, like, nobody owes you anything. They don't owe you anything. The only people who owe you anything are your parents, and they brought you here. Outside of that, nobody owes you anything. It doesn't matter how you feel about somebody or if you like them. They don't have to like you back. You don't have to take it personal either. Unless you're an asshole, then you should take it personal. You're not entitled to anybody. Stop pretending that people owe you something. The "you can't dress like XYZ anymore because you're a mom now" is annoying. It's the outfit though. You a mom. Usher serenades Kiki Palmer. Aww. People so focused on clothes and what people are wearing. You can't be struggling enough in your life. That's what I'm hearing from here. You're not struggling enough in your life because, oh my god, look at what she's wearing is your biggest issue right now. I wish I had time to focus on that. Boy, do I wish. And it's not even that bad. Like, what? It's not like she's wearing a thong or a bikini. She's wearing a bodysuit. It's a goddamn bodysuit. Nobody cares. You don't need an abortion if you're responsible. Just judging by this sentence, I already know this is gonna be confusing as hell. My view on it is that it's hard to celebrate a country where there are actively rules being put into place to deny your personhood. I'm a woman. There are some states here where I can't get an abortion. I'm bisexual. A statement was just handed down by the Supreme Court that said that people can deny me service just for an opinion they have about what my sexuality means. Right now, we're losing. It's difficult for me to celebrate that. Why'd she get downvoted for? These assholes. Well, aren't you whiny? How about you find some real issues to complain about? You don't need an abortion if you're responsible. Yes, medical reasons exist and no one is denying those. And the right to deny service to anyone is nothing new. You just want special treatment because you feel like you deserve it. Because you think you're special. He said,
well, just try not to need an abortion, and, discrimination has been around for a long time, so why are you complaining about it now? What's new? What's new? Old fucking news. Tell me some news. Some news. It's old. Discrimination? What? It's been around for years. The hell are you complaining about?
What? I'm so tired of having to listen to women complain about something that's 100% their fault. First of all, periods are disgusting. Why do you feel the need to tell everyone and their mother, sorry, I'm in a bad mood, it's the time of the month, what is wrong with you? Your entire job is to be aesthetically pleasing and add femininity. but instead you're slunched over, holding your gut, whining. Nothing about it is sexy, but the mental picture is worse. Shoving phallic objects up there to absorb your leaking body that's trying desperately to get rid of your toxic blood. Hey yo, bro, who hurt you? Nobody controls their periods. What? I've been over this many times. First of all, why? Why do we have to be sexy all the time? Are you sexy all the time? I'm sure you're sexy as hell when you take a shit. I'm sure you're sexy as hell just squatted over the toilet grunting, bro. Sexy as hell. 24/7. Why is this pressure put on to women so often? To be perfect. Aesthetically pleasing. Pretty. Seductive. All of the above. Literally all of the above. We're people. Honestly, for most of us, being aesthetically pleasing isn't at the top of our list. We got shit going on. Can't look perfect, can't be perfect all the time. I'm sure you can't either, so why do you expect that from us? You think we have the balls to be able to uphold all of these expectations, but yet you still see us as inferior, even though these expectations aren't put on yourself. No, only women. Only women. You're a leaking body that's trying to desperately get rid of your toxic blood. My blood's not toxic, it's just a cycle that happens, so I'm sorry that it turns you off, buddy. It turns me off too. I don't want to be bleeding. Think any of us asked for this? It would be easier for all of us for you to pick up an anatomy book and read about the female reproductive system, man. We don't choose to be bleeding. You think we want to be bleeding? You think it's sexy for us? You think we feel sexy? It's not fun. Just be happy you don't have to deal with it. Move on with your life. Why are you out here shaming women for periods? I can't help you, sir. You're miserable. And it shows. Which is where it comes to it being your fault. You're not a man, which means your maternal ancestors didn't hunt. They were at most gatherers and ate from the land. Instead of salads and grains and fruit, I see you monsters shoving burgers and steaks and chicken in your face. Your body is trying to get rid of all of that, and so it's bleeding that animal graveyard you call a digestive tract out. So I have no sympathy for your exaggerated pain. My guy said,
Y'all eat unhealthy, therefore you deserve to suffer.
And so what if I eat a burger? Chicken can be healthy. Chicken can be healthy, what? He said, y'all don't eat well, therefore you deserve to suffer. You deserve to bleed. You deserve to feel pain. Who hurt these people? Ladies, is it true? I generally don't know. The fact that this person said stretched out means is clearly a guy, because that's not how it works. Most women don't know their own anatomy. It's ridiculous how many exes I've had to teach where their G-spot and clit were. Some women think that pee comes out the The lack of basic anatomical knowledge is staggering. People are stupid all over. Hell, lots of ethnic groups don't know the history of their people. Ignorance and stupidity run rampant everywhere. Well, I can't disagree with his last sentence. The rest of it is a little problematic. It's always a red flag to me when someone says most women. Unless this person is a lesbian, it's likely a guy. I could say I was inexperienced when I first went into it, but we all are. But I know for a long time there are two different holes, bro. We have periods, so I would like to think that most women would know that they have two different holes down there. We experience it. I can feel one coming out the other. Are you dumb, my guy? Definitely wouldn't doubt it for guys, considering there's still some of them who think that they're the same hole when they're not. I'm a nurse, and yes, many women of all ages are very unaware. I have to catheterize women all the time, and many don't know where the urethra is located. Also, many have no idea what vulva or labia are. Many women do so, but many don't. All ages and socioeconomic groups are affected by this lack of understanding. Okay. Well, I guess this person was right then. Are you dumb, my guy? If this person is a nurse, that person was right. We'll give him a thumbs up. Unfortunately, a lot of people deliberately avoid anatomical terminology for some reason and prefer to use a very wide variety of slang terms. As a nurse, I'm sure you've seen plenty of them. I have to assume that's why some women aren't familiar with the words vulva or labia. What's frustrating for me is that so many people think vagina is just a general term for the entire region. I mean, yeah, that is true. For a long time, that is essentially what I thought that a vagina was. I agree with this person here. I like to think that people know there is a difference. They just might not know the scientific term for it is all. The proper term. But I like to think that most women know there is a difference. That pee comes out this hole and blood comes out the other. They're just words. You can understand something without knowing the word for it. I think it's ironic still. It also has me thinking, is there any logistic reason for women's flight attendant uniforms using skirts? Like, men are clearly able to do the job in pants. At altitude, the vagina has a pressure differential, which requires uninhibiting airflow to prevent the vagina from ballooning. Man. Oh my god. I don't even know what to say to that. Another day, another sexist comment. Comment on a video about females' urinals, squat toilets. No, I did not open the 200 plus replies. What if they poop in it? Women can't differentiate what's coming when they start pushing. As far as I know, only men have it separated. Are you dumb, my guy? What was I just saying? What the fuck was I just saying about men not knowing anything about female anatomy? This is worse than the pee and the blood one. At least those two are closer, but now we got number 2. I think that comes out the same hole as well. If you don't laugh, you'll cry. That's all I have to say. I have no words. Society accommodates men, so explain why men are killing themselves and at a higher rate than bitches. Boys are actually easier to raise than girls. Boys, when raised right, are easier to cooperate than girls who tend to be unruly when they can't have their way. Boys are not easier to raise, you just neglect them and their social development because you know the world bends over backwards to accommodate, protect, and explain the behavior of the men they will become. Oh shit, there's more. Ever wonder why girl children tend to go missing more than boy children? What? Sneaking out at nights to meet grown men and then never seen again, or girls being at grown parties that they shouldn't be in early in the morning, or fucking girl children wearing promiscuous outfits that her parents told her not to wear, and so on and so forth. This guy's wording is so creepy. Girl children, boy children. They're just children. Why are you differentiating? It's either a girl or a boy, they're both children. Ew. This guy is so gross. You know what a girl is? She's a child. That's what a girl is, a child. Children don't sneak out at nights to meet grown men. Ew. Who was on the news for violence more? Pretty sure it isn't women. The woman was trying to run over a man she was arguing with. She rammed his car several times. While ramming his car, the woman lost control and slammed into a ditch. Woman dies in bizarre crash while trying to run over man during argument. Men aren't as crazy as the woman attacking them. If you have to wait and dig and research to prove your point, and it's probably because it's not popular. So, he admits to being a predator. Don't teach me to run, tell predators not to eat us. Y'all will twist this and make it worse. Much, much worse. You are only telling on yourself. Yes, he is admitting to be a predator, because he is a predator. These people don't see women as people. They see women as property, something they deserve, something that belongs to them. We're not people to them. And that's why women don't like you. Oh, if only that was how it worked. It'd be like that sometimes. 2022, 2025. She gained weight. Boo ho. You probably gained weight too, motherfucker. There are countless relationships I've seen where both of the people have gained weight. If you are shaming her for gaining weight, but you're not holding yourself accountable, you're a hypocrite. Actually, it doesn't have to. A woman decides if her breaths sag or not. Wake up, gentle Nam. I don't know why they actually rewrote that. We decide if they sag or not. Jesus Christ. Y'all must really think we have like all the power in the world, bro. We must think we're some magical creatures. We can just control everything that's happening to us, especially with our bodies. Like, what? I'm flattered, I suppose. You think I have superhuman powers to just fix everything? Oh, these are sagging. Let me just firm them up. See? Now they're perky again. We don't have any superhuman powers. I don't understand. What do you think we can do that you can't? How does one stop that from happening without surgery? Resist the urge to remove your bra the instant you get home every day. I know this will not be easy because Nam created it. If you can't bear it, remove them for a while and lay back when you first get home. If you feel you need an hour, take it. Ah yes, another man giving women advice on how to... on how to. That's essentially it. My guy has never had breasts in his life, but he knows exactly how to keep them from sagging. Listen to this guy right here, guys. He is an expert, a motherfucking expert. My guy never had breasts in his life, but he knows all about them. He didn't go to school for him because apparently, you know, it's the bras that keep them from sagging. You think that they're not gonna sag after I take off the bra? Because I've been wearing a bra for 24 hours on end. There's a doctor right here. He went to school for this. Take his word. He definitely knows what he's talking about. At least he admitted he doesn't know. Can pregnant women go swimming? I'm a man, so I don't know. Is it possible for pregnant women to go swimming without unintentionally drowning the baby? She's killing the baby!
Is there any way to save the baby? The baby gonna die.
Lady just trying to enjoy a day at the beach. Some guy gonna come and run at her saying, "You're killing it. You're drowning the baby." Like the baby isn't being drowned in the stomach. Under layers of skin and tissue, what? I swear, some of these people just don't think. How can the baby breathe if the vagina is underwater?
How can the baby breathe if the vagina is underwater?
That's the little air hole, bro. That's how he breathes. From the air sucked in from the vagina, man. That's stupid. Should the women keep the vagina above water so that the baby can breathe through the vagina? Hard-hitting questions for sure. At least he admitted he doesn't know. For real, for real. They're not dangerous if you raise them right. Neither are the dogs. It's not wrong. The issue here is, why are you comparing them to dogs? It's better than a boat or a car, but why you gotta compare it to a dog? Dogs they're meant to obey. That's their whole thing, bro. They love you to death. We don't have loyalty to other people like that. Thankfully, we don't have to, because some dog owners are abusive. And those poor dogs. Trigger warning. SA from a post about an Uber passenger being graped by a driver. Fake news and fake post. Based on. I'm not ready to call it fake. The line about her stockings being torn at the crotch gets my spidey sense tingling. I mean, every girl who wears them knows that stockings don't have a crotch. You always gotta be careful, because sometimes these things go in the absolute wrong direction. When I read spidey sense tingling, I thought he meant like his balls tingling, but he's just being weird. He knows. Yes, some do. Stockings can mean pantyhose, which can have a crotch. People who call pantyhose stockings are using sloppy language. That doesn't make them correct. Also, I'm not saying it's proof the post is fake, it's just a bit sus. To this day, we still have lots of people being insensitive about people's assault. Whether you think it's real or not, if this was a real story and she's reading these comments, you are a piece of shit. It's not your job to play detective, especially without any proof. Go out of your way to get some proof and then come back and talk about it, but just assume out of nowhere that she's lying about it, you're a piece of shit. It's not funny. We don't joke about stuff like that. The only people I would ever wish grape upon are people who think that it's funny. You don't know until you've experienced it. I don't know about you guys, but I sure don't do this. Men, after realizing women judge a man's height relative to their height while wearing high heels. Now, I don't know where all these incels are finding like these horrible, shitty women. They sound like they've been hurt. And I'm sorry if they were hurt. I truly am. They didn't deserve to be hurt if they were hurt. But that doesn't justify you being an asshole to the rest of women. Like, that's gonna get you a chance. I know the whole trope about nice guys, but like, they're not actually nice. Be like decent people. Just be a decent person. And the right person will come to you. The right person will come to you if you are a decent person. Yes, some shitty people come around, and you also need to learn the red flags and how to protect yourself. Women are just people. We're not clones of each other, okay? We all don't do the same thing. I don't even own a pair of heels. I literally don't. I have platform sandals, and that is not how I judge height. Height is height. My foot better be hitting the ground, and your foot better be hitting the ground. That's how you do it. I feel like I keep losing brain cells every time I read these. Maybe that's why I stopped reading them, because they make me lose brain cells. They make me upset. We're the furthest we have ever come on this planet, and we still have people asking stupid questions like this. Like, just look it up. Just look it up. Why is it so much work for you to type it? Is such and such, such and such. Just put it into the search bar. Click and read. People don't want to read. They want to hear it straight from somebody else who claims that they've done all the work, that they know everything. Stop looking for people to save you. Save yourself. Think for yourself. Read for yourself. Stop looking for people to save you. According to society, loser man, strong, independent woman. Okay, they're running a cart. Nobody thinks that. Like, y'all really think we get special treatment because of our gender? We don't. It might be a little harder for us, to be honest, because of our gender. Don't even talk about developing countries. Women still don't have their rights there. And yes, America is trying to strip them away as we speak right now. Well, no, they already did with Roe v. Wade. I'm saying women are complainers and we have everything we could ever want in life, yet they keep trying to repeal laws that were helping us. So you tell me, you know better than me, right? You're watching the news, I'm watching the news. You must be right, because what I'm seeing, I must be clouded and jaded by wokeness. Nobody says that. You both have the same job, what? I didn't feel like a strong, independent woman working at Wawa. I'm just making my money. The job is for the independents, but like what? You're working, I'm working, we're both working. A woman and her friend attacked a Nickelback concert after telling a man to stop touching her. Some people victim blame and claim there has to be more to this, and other men recorded it instead of helping. After telling a man to stop touching me, he proceeded to punch me and my friend. If anyone has any video or photo or even witnessed what happened, please DM me. That's so sad. This is what women are afraid of. If we reject men, then we have the chance of getting kidnapped, hurt, and punched in the face. If men reject women, then at most they might get slapped in the face, but it's not the same level of threat. Yes, abuse happens. Yes, abuse is real for men. Yes, there are abusive women. There are horrible women out there. But the vast majority of violence is coming from men. Again, I'm sure it's possible, but it's not likely. And more than likely, just go home and cry about it. Like I did when I was last rejected. Just cried. Okay. That was me. I know how women are. A woman who has had sex a lot of times gets her hole loose, and sometimes such women say it's their first time. I am also a female, and I know how women are. This deserves to be on As a Black Man, for somebody posing as somebody they're not. You're just telling on yourself that you don't know anything about your anatomy if you are a woman. Either way, this looks bad. This looks bad for you either way. Why don't we hold the same energy for men? Why don't we compare their schlongs to a sausage? And the more that sausage gets choked by a vag, it becomes less and less hard, and then it becomes all mushy after several attempts. It's a muscle. They're muscles. You use them or you lose them. The more you use a muscle, the better adapted it is to being used. Like, why don't we hold the same energy for y'all? Why do ours only degrade? How come ours get looser, but yours don't stretch out, don't get weaker, they don't get limper? Make it make sense. What the fuck does that even mean? You are not autistic. Female autism is made up. Stop trying to appropriate a male issue.
Female mental illness is not a thing, bro.
They want us to be so strong and so capable. We can take everything that they throw at us. But at the same time, they want us to be weak and submissive. What do you want from us? What do you want from us? I can't keep the fuck up. Y'all expect everything and yet nothing from us. Females can't be colorblind. Oh look, another one. Hey, I have an eye question. Hi, thanks again for the support for my missions trip. It was really appreciated. Proofreading would have fixed us. Easy peasy. Anyways, I have a question about being colorblind. Blocked. Is it possible for females to be colorblind? This isn't for an assignment or anything, but we had a disagreement on our worship team, and I figured you could offer some clarification. You all are arguing about this on your mission at church or whatever. That's not a good look. It's not a good look. I hope your studies are going well. My wife and I consider it a privilege to contribute to your missions trip. By the way, we heard about blank and are praying for you guys. As to your random inquiry, my short answer is no. I don't have time to get into the technical details, but I can point you in the right direction if you want to do your own research. I'll give you the link to my clinic's website. So we can't be colorblind. Are you both a doctor? How would you know? Just because you're not colorblind doesn't mean that the person looking at you can see the same thing that you can see. We all have different lenses and ways we look at our environment and things happening around the world due to how we grew up, due to our environments, due to family. Okay, that got a little deep. But no, this is just the same point that the other post was trying to make. Women can't be sick. We can't have issues. We don't have mental disabilities. There's no such thing as being colorblind. All we ever do is come out perfect. We come out perfect. And yes, y'all still hate us. Y'all still hate us. Thank God. Bunch of dudes in the comments who actually know what women want. Unlike us. I believe many women that are attracted to dad bods because it puts less pressure on them physically. So I have this theory that not all, but many women who are attracted to guys with dad bods are partially attracted to them because honestly, physical appearance is less important to them in a partner, but also that if they have a man that is less physically attractive, it puts less pressure on themselves to keep up or compete with them. I don't think most women are actually attracted to dad bods. Many who claim to be do so for the reason you stated, and also because they can claim they aren't settling for it. Oh no, I actually like the lack of muscle and bit of flap. And or their partner is less likely to be poached, and they like that feeling of security. Oh my god, bro. These guys, they spend every waking hour doing research on women and why we do certain things. We're just people. Probably the same reason you do things for the most part. We're not a whole different species, bro. Attracted to dad bods because they're attracted to dad bods. Doesn't have to be malice behind somebody who likes how you look. Just be happy somebody likes how you look. Who hurt you, man? Who hurt you? Anyways, guys, I am going to end the episode here. Thank you for watching. Thank you for watching. Thank you for watching. I will be back with some content. I just need a little break. I'll probably still be taking breaks every now and then, but I'll make sure to post and upload and let you guys know when I won't be posting a video, so I don't leave anybody hanging. If anybody even cares, that is. Yeah. I appreciate you all being here watching my content. Gracias. Adios.